What's going on, everybody? It's me, your regular angry IT guy. It's been a while, but I'm back. Thanks for all the new subscribers. And today, I'm going to ask a question and answer a question that I used to have when I first started in IT, but it was a worry that I had that I'm not worried about anymore. And that question is, with artificial intelligence and automation, will that make our job obsolete? Will a machine take the job of tech support? And the answer that I found that is nothing to worry about at all. Unequivocally, the answer is no. I'm going to give you three lines of evidence that I thought of just off the top of my head. It takes all the worry away. Your job is safe. No machine is going to take away the job of technical support. Example number one, and this is when I was new in IT and I really got worried. Now, back when I started working in IT, this was when Windows XP was the go-to operating system for everyone. And when I saw the new features and things that were in Windows 7, when Windows 7 was announced, I got afraid. I got afraid for my job. Back at that time, people couldn't find their files and didn't know where they put files. So in the start menu of Windows 7, of course, you can type in the name of any program that's installed on the computer or any file that you have just by the file name. And I'm like, wow, all of these users that didn't know where their stuff was, they're not going to need me anymore. But you guys know how that turns out. Windows 7 has it. Windows 8 has it. Windows 10 has it. Macs have it. The Finder, all you have to do is type the name of a program and or file name of the file that you're looking for, and instantly it'll come up. Do you think users in the past 10 years have figured out how to use this? You guys know the answer if you're in IT. The answer is absolutely not. I still get calls from people who have deleted or can't find a shortcut to a program on their desktop, and they send in tickets all the time saying that a program is not installed. Something as simple as Outlook. Now, every computer that comes off the assembly line, every computer that ever has an image of Windows in it, has the full Microsoft Office suite here. 100% of them. And so people want to argue with me about whether something's installed or not, and I tell them hit the start menu and press the name of the program. Start typing the name of the program, and it magically pops up. This is something that happens in 2017. Number two, one of the main things of automation that you can actually see that you would think would put people out of jobs, in reality it does not. And this is when you go to a supermarket. My father all the time says he will never, ever, ever use a self-checkout. And this is out of looking out for people. He said he doesn't want to put anybody out of work. So he said he will never, ever use a self-checkout. But now, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, have you ever gone to a supermarket to use a self-checkout? How was your experience? Sure, if there's nobody in front of you, a self-checkout is great. But I can find 9 times out of 10, probably more than that, 99 times out of 100, if you're behind someone in a self-checkout does not know how to swipe their merchandise and pay for it. And what do they have to do invariably? They have to call somebody, one of the store employees, to come and do the self-checkout for them. So they're not putting anybody out of work. The problem is, no matter how easy you make it, users are stupid. And they find new ways to be stupid. They adapt. I used to think, here's the word, right? You have a user's aptitude right here. Well, let's make it a little bit lower. A user's aptitude right here. And then you have the aptitude that you need to be able to use a computer, or what the computer does for you. You would think that as computers become more user-friendly, that eventually they'd meet. And of course, our job is right here in the middle. You would think that we get squashed out. As computers get easier to use, you eventually need no intervention. But as people who are actually in the industry know, that's not how it works. as computers get easier to use, people get dumber. So it goes like this. In fact, this is hard to keep up with how quickly people are getting dumber. And so this huge opportunity between the two is where we have a job, and that job's not going anywhere because people are getting stupider, even as machines are getting smarter to help out. Now here's one last one that I just had to put in, especially after my Apple video, and that's with the voice assistants and Siri and Google Now and Alexa and all of these things, where all you have to do is talk to something and it gives you the answers to what you need. And I'll give an example again of people here at work. Back when Apple invented Siri, I had users that would shove these iPhones in my face when they first came out with the voice thing. What was the iPhone 4S? They spent the entire morning on launch day after they got their phones shoving them in my face and how I'm supposed to be jealous because I can ask Siri anything. Hey Siri, what's the president of the United States? What's his birthday? What does he like to eat? And such and such and such. What's the weather, Siri? And all of this stuff. You can ask Siri anything. And that's what makes the phone so great. And this is a true story, ladies and gentlemen. That was about 8 a.m. that morning. By lunchtime, one of those users that were bragging about their iPhone and Siri actually called me at the help desk to ask me for directions to a place to eat lunch with the phone and Siri in their hand. So people have these things that will give them the answer to anything by pushing a button, and they're still too stupid to even use that without calling someone from the IT department. So when it comes to automation and when it comes to artificial intelligence, you can make artificial intelligence as smart as you want, but people find new ways to be stupid.